The Trump factor is now really hurting the coalition in the polls, with even most conservatives disapproving of Trump and voters shifting to Labor, thinking, in my view, largely unfairly, that the coalition is too pro-Trump. Now, I want to say something to the die-hard Trump fans, like the ones who write to me right now, and complain every time I criticise Donald Trump. I think conservatives in this country now face a moral question. Are they genuine conservatives, who I take to be people who are rational, who judge things not by appearances but by results, who are not tribalists and judge people as individuals, who respect experience and know it's easier to destroy than to build? Now, with Donald Trump, they have a man who is just the man, who's not a god, not even a conservative. He's not perfect, like I say, he's just the man who, like everyone, makes mistakes. Now, worshipping Trump as powerful, infallible, playing 4D chess, that is not the act of a conservative. That's what tribalists do, people who worship power. Now, the thing is that a lot of what Trump does is right. His war on woke, I like it. His defence of America's borders, absolutely. His demand that Europe pay more for its own defence, spot on. But boy, has he got Ukraine wrong. Selling out Ukraine, sucking up to the war criminal Vladimir Putin, making Putin think that he can actually win this war if he goes in harder. You notice he's not signing up to this ceasefire. And Trump also forgets something else, especially with this tariff war, which treats even Australia as America's enemy. America is great, not just because it's strong. It's also great because it has friends. It leads that free world and those countries that share those values of freedom. Now, if it loses those friends or trashes those values, that will make it weaker in power and in moral leadership. And Trump supporters here should remember another thing. Trump campaigned to make America great again, not Australia. And I would hope his supporters here put their country first, as he puts his first. Australia first, not America. And they should say so. They should defend Australia and defend our values, whether China threatens them or Trump. Joining me is the panel, Will Kingston, host of Fire at Will, a podcast from The Spectator on politics and culture, and Sky News host Danica DiGiorgio, now with her own show here every Friday at 7 p.m. Will, the fanatical Trump supporter, what do you make of this phenomenon?
Yes, Andrew, perhaps the greatest success of the woke left has been how they've inspired the formation of a woke right. Those fanatical Trump supporters adopt many of the tactics of the woke left that they would say they despise, whether it be cancelling enemies and suppressing speech, whether it be an obsession with identity politics, although in this case it's the white working class and not oppressed ethnic minorities, or a belief that hidden structural forces are holding them back. But in this case, it would be the globalists or the Jews and not the patriarchy. Those ideologies share the commonality of being illiberal and being authoritarian, and the right has to be better than that, Andrew. And people with courage on the right have to be better than that. And the answer is quite simple. It's that thing that every great opening batsman does. You've got to play each ball on its merits. And if you're an old school conservative, yes, that means that you can be fully support of everything that Donald Trump has done in the cultural realm, but at the same time go that these economic policies are obviously illiberal. And every right-wing person from Reagan onwards, and indeed before that, has said that. And in the last 5 years, because of the cult of Trump, they've gone back on their principles. You've got to start with your principles and then work back from that and apply them to politics. Don't apply politics to your principles retroactively. That is a disaster, and that is what some people on the woke right are doing.